Hello everyone, Burb here. At the request of some Discord people, I'm going to do this quiz. It's just sort of lining up that I need small topics to talk about during my vacation while I rest and relax. This video will be posted after I make that announcement. So I hope you enjoy this. This is not normal content. This is, in my opinion, a little bit lazy content for me. I do try to be instructive, and this will not be any of the sort, but I guess, I don't know, I haven't taken the quiz. Maybe it tells you a little more about me, but we shall see who I am close to. I've heard this quiz is quite interesting, so. All right, so I see myself as disorganized and careless. Disorganized and careless, slightly disagree at this point. I don't think that making videos and stuff, I'm able to organize myself quite around. I'm at the library. What book do I pick up and read? Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat's a cooking book. I would do that one for sure. Hamlet, I'm not a big Shakespeare person. Three Body Problem, sure. Physics. Phrase of Fireflies, Life Changing Magic, Claude Monet Masterpieces, Make, Sew, and Mend. It's between the Three Body Problem or Salt, Fat, Acid, Heat. I probably would do the cooking book, surprisingly enough. I don't actually read that much science papers anymore because I do that for my job a lot. So my most used social network is Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Blue Sky, Fediverse, YouTube. There we go. I don't have any social media. Of these foods, which three are your favorite? New York Slice. New York pizza's overrated. I'm sorry, guys. I'm from Michigan, though, so I'm originally from Michigan, so I'm biased. Takoyaki, apple, specialty coffee, cheesecake, carrot top salad. I have no idea what that is. Shoyu ramen, cheeseburger, protein steak, hot pot, or smoothies. I'm a big fan of soups, so hearty warm with this one. Oh, pick three. Ooh, New York Slice may actually make the list. Don't know what half of these things are. Cheeseburgers are great. Love cheeseburgers. Takoyaki's cool. Apple's fine. Cheesecake's fine. I'm not a biggest dessert fan. You know what? I think New York Slice does get third. Um, I just don't think it's New York style is not the best type of pizza in my opinion. And there we go. I have split my audience in thirds right there. I see myself open to new experiences, complex experiences. Sure, slightly at this point. I like to connect information about categories of things, cars, birds, types of trains. Disagree. Easy to read between the lines when someone is talking to me. Um, yeah, I can get the gist of it. My favorite Uma Musume song is, if I don't know, don't want to listen to them all, just go by brief descriptions. Where is Miss Victoria? Miss Victoria. Miss Victoria is not on here. Okay. Shake Rock is not it. Next Frontier is pretty decent. Hashira Uma Musume. Blow My Gale is probably the top one so far on these. You Know Me I haven't heard. Uma Poi Densensu. Make debut. Shuki Rush. Trace and Ando's too chaotic for me. It's probably Blow My Gale. This is the one for Make a New Track, Trackblazer. See myself as critical and quarrelsome. Yes, moderately. I do not mince words ever. I see myself as anxious and easily upset. Yes. Slightly agree. Not as bad as the previous. I also know small sounds when others do not. Not particularly so. I find it easy to do more than one thing at once. I agree. I'm fairly well organized in that respect. I concentrate more on the whole picture rather than small details. That is the definition of engineering. My phone wallpaper is, I can just check right now. It's actually my former pet hedgehog right now. So cute cat picture, schedule, pretty photo, took at the beach at night, selfie, photo with my family, inspirational quote, picture, blooming flower, personal item, default, blank screen, favorite movie, game, anime, etc. It's the closest thing is probably meaningful personal item. I know, or it's an animal, but that's the closest thing they got because it's not a cat. I see myself as extroverted. No. Not the worst in the world, but no, I'm not extroverted. If there's an interruption, I can switch back to what I was doing very quickly. Slightly disagree. I go on way too many tangents. If you go on a trip to Japan, which of these locations are you most excited for? I don't know half of these. Um, This one was in Yakuza, I think. So Shibuya, I believe, was in Yakuza. I find it easy to work out when someone is thinking or feeling just by looking at their face. Slightly so. Yep. I find myself as dependable and self-disciplined. Quite so. I see myself as reserved and quiet. Fairly so outside of um, situations where I know people. Maybe it's more slightly than that. I see myself as conventional, uncreative. It's right down the middle, right? I can't. I guess I can't be a content creator and not be at least somewhat creative, but um, we'll say slightly disagree. Which phrase best describes you? Peaky God Destruction, the King. I wonder who this is, or freaking off referee, right? King, Princess, Wild Charger, Cyborg, the Overlord, King, Knights of Oath and Loyalty, the Sanctus, support character, Cat, and Warrior. What? Just sure. Knight of Oath and Loyalty. I see myself as calm and emotionally stable. I see myself as calm. So slightly agree. When I'm reading a story, I find it difficult to work out the characters. Definitely intentions. No. Reading a story though is tough because it's words. There's just a lot of. I mean, there has to be a good book for them to pick up on special things. I do read a little bit of mystery novels though. How tech savvy are you? Um, Quite often. Not exactly explode when I touch them because I'm overclocking, but I'm enough. I find it difficult to work out people's intentions. Not really. I see myself as sympathetic and warm. Sympathetic is actually no. That's a very, I'd say, a slight character flaw. Is that I can be empathetic, but sympathetic, I just don't feel the pain people are in, but I do understand it best I can. Pick a favorite color. It's green. Easy peasy. Anything else? Next, is there anything else I'm missing on this test? All right. All right. I know how to tell if someone's listening to me is getting bored. Well, yes, they put a mean comment. All right. Select all terms you know the meaning of. Collagen hydrosalate. Yes. Street Fighter bike. That has a Urban Dictionary thing. I don't know. Far turn en passant for sure. Rayon. Yep, that's a material used in clothing, specifically a lot of swimsuits. Click through rate. I'm a YouTuber. Empennage. No idea. Albright Knot. No idea. I don't know French. Tenkai Palm. Omegaverse. No. Shimono Ku. No. A lean-to. Yes, it's a structure used that you can put. You lay up a bunch of logs onto a tree and you can survive. Far turn, I feel like I don't know. I know, but I probably don't know the context it's in. B music source, Major Arcana. Of course, I know Major Arcana. Inverse Toad, Palm Giraffe, what a guy. Nope, don't know. Japanese, Anki, Tail Recursion. I know Bogey. I played golf before. Cantrip. I played D&D before. Onion routing, limited slip differential. Yep. Jean Kwang de Gua, Coit's T-spin. I think if it's the T-spin, I think is in racing, yes, but I'm not good enough for that. Super Mario Nation. I've heard of that. Is it no or heard of? I know the meaning of, so no. Ripple overrate, Hegu point, micro XRF. I know what belaying means. Tonkatsu is a type of ramen. Fuso of Shimanawa. Ameritrash, I know what that is, yes. Selv edge, no. Pivot table, of course I know what a pivot table is, come on. A Recibo message, Juzen Dioto, comprehensible input, sure. Blibber blubber, question mark kick, horse cribbing, Fermata fev, piston filler, and Shanai. Let's just go look at it again. I think that's most of them. A pivot table is basically you just, imagine you have an Excel sheet and another Excel sheet, and then you're able to combine those two and look at the relations between the two. Which umusme do you vibe with the most? If I just pick any. Who do I vibe with the most? Usually the reserved ones. Ogre Cap is one for sure. Special Week, Too Happy. Nope. Maru. She drives a car. That's nice. Fuji Kaseki. Yeah, Fuji's good. Good wingman. Gold Ship, too energetic. Vodka. Yep. Taiki Shuttle. Scarlet. Um, Grass Wonder. Yep. Hishi Amazon. Mejuro McQueen's too much on the other side of the spectrum. Condor Pasa. Opera O's too energetic. Narita Bryan. Yeah, probably. Symboli Rudolph, definitely. Air Groove, definitely. Digiton, no. Saiyan Sky, no. Tama, Saiyan Sky would be too really late, but yeah, it's fine. Tamo, in that case, I probably should remove. I think I've been pretty fair. Tamamo Cross, no. Fine Motion, I don't know enough about. Biwa Hayahide, definitely. MTG, no. Cafe, a little bit too introverted for me. Mahono Bourbon. I mean, she's a robot. Like, sure, yeah. Measure Orion. That's fine. Akabono. I don't think missed the cut. Doesn't make the cut. Bijan is interesting, but I do say Yeppers a lot. You know, that's good enough. Rice Shower is fine, but not great. Indus Fusion, sure. Tachyon, yeah, it's Vega, fine. And RE1. You know what? Vega actually probably makes the bill. Winning ticket, I could handle it. It's fine. Air Shakur. It's fine. It's on the border. Let's be honest. The personality ticket is very difficult too. I will bet. Air Shakur is fine, but not enough. Aishin Flash is easy. Curran Chan, no. Kawakami Princess, no. Gold City, easy. Sakura Bakashino, definitely not. Seeking the Pearl, definitely not. Shinka Windy, definitely not. Sweep Tosho, no. Super Creek is easy to get along with. Smart Falcon, it's fine. ZRR is definitely a yes. Tosin Jordan, kind of difficult. Nakayama Festa, can't see it. Narita Taishin, yeah, she makes the cut just barely. Nishino Flower, no. Harurara, no. Bamboo Memory, Too Driven. Pico Pegasus, Marvy. Fuku, CB definitely. Doto, Dober. The thing is, I also didn't do Digiton, and it might just be Dober for the same reason. Yeah, I can't. Nice Nature, yeah, actually, some, similar amounts of personality. King Halo, nope. Tannhauser, Mambo, not particularly. Dictus, yes, probably. Palmer, no. Helios, no. Twin Turbo, no. Satono Diamond, Kidison Black, that combo's probably no. Chio, no. Sirius Symboli is a little too much, no. Arden is, yes, can get it right. The princesses are very easy to get along with for this. Inomateki, yeah. Tsuyoshi's fine. Brights, yeah. Daring Tack, don't know enough about. Laurel, don't know about. Narita Top Road, maybe. Zephyr, no. Furioso, Transcend, Espar City, to Tsundere, Northern Flight, don't really know. Chris S is, love Tonino Gimlet, but like that's too much personality to get along with, right? That's what the thing is. Yeah, vibe with the most. If it's the most and vibing, then I should probably take a bunch of these off, but whatever. Symbolic Chris S is fine, but probably doesn't make the cut. Romanu is surprisingly fine. Vivlios, Shavon Grand, just trying to get down here. Believe, no reason. Still in Love, Kopana Ricky, Tarome, Wonder Acute, Samson Big, Sounds of Earth, Royce and Royce for sure. Katsuragi Ace, Neo Universe. I played Dark Souls, does that count? Hishi Miracle, Tap Dance City, Duramenti, Rhinecraft. A lot of these I just don't know enough. Cesario, yes. Air Messiah, no. We're at the point where I'm just sort of, I don't know a lot of these people. Calstone Lido, I love the character, can't vibe with it. Durandal, Bubblegum Power, Phenomeno. Yeah, it's on the edge. Blast One Piece, Almond Eye, Lang goes on huge. Stay Gold, Red Desire, Stay Gold is probably one. Yeah. Kaseki, March Lorraine, Logotype, Victoria Pisa. I haven't seen her stuff. We're gonna go with this. I know this is probably too many. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's like 13, whatever. For recreation, I like to. Travel's good. Festivals, no. Crack walnuts, no. Sports is, of course, good. Gamble. I mean, I like gambling, but not with money. Cook a nice meal for sure. Eat nice. Volunteer. I wonder who that's for. Things. Volunteer. Yeah, I do it out of service. I don't do it out of for fun. Playing pranks, no. Have snowball fights, not particularly. All right, number 3. Do you consent to us storing your response for statistics and website functionality? Sure, why not? All right. I've been rambling. So, who am I? Let's see. Submit. I am Aishin Flash. You know what? That kind of checks out, to be honest. Except that I get rushed a lot. So, there's my stats. I'm very low on everything. Okay. Big 5 similarity. Narita Bryan, Vega, Gold City, Festa, Taishin. That kind of checks out. Autism spectrum. I have the type of autism that Hishi Amazon has, Air Group has, Fine Motion has, Yukino Vision, and Curran Chan have. Similar interest to Vodka, Flash, Stay Gold, Special Week, and Marzensky. Overall similarity. So the 5 that it would be closest to kind of makes sense, honestly. Aishin Flash, Admire Vega, Air Groove, Believe, and Nakayama Festa. So X is low, triangle is mid-low. Yeah, so standard stuff. Autism. Okay, so I don't have autism, I guess, is what it's saying. And then, yeah, very not agreeable, very introverted, but understands people, I guess. Yeah, that's about right. So, you know what? Hey, that's not the worst, like the farthest thing off. I disagree with a couple of it, but not in the ways that you think. So I know this has been a little bit lazy content, but I know at least, 7 people wanted this. So hey, hope you enjoyed. I think I have an analytic video tomorrow. I don't remember. I haven't made it yet, probably. Burb out. Take care.